fire, humanity's oldest tool in the quest for warmth and light. Yet the instant flames lick at wood, that wood seems to vanish into thin air. Gone? Not really. It simply shifts into a new form. After all, the universe isn't woven from solid matter, but from endless streams of energy. Let's start with the most fundamental concept, energy. The universe is essentially a network of energy fields and flows. Everything we observe, from light to gravity, is just different patterns of energy distribution across space and time. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It only transforms from one form to another. Recognizing energy as the primary substrate allows us to view matter and life as special arrangements of that energy.
Matter is simply one form of energy frozen into atomic nuclei and electrons. Macroscopically, we call matter solid or liquid, but at the microscopic level, everything boils down to the binding energies between elementary particles. Atoms and molecules store energy in chemical bonds and nuclear forces. Transitions between atomic energy levels produce light, heat, magnetic, and electrical phenomena. When atoms bond into molecules, a qualitatively new level of organization emerges. Hydrogen and oxygen separately are simple gases, but together they form water with unique properties: a solvent, a reagent, and a medium for biochemistry. Molecules are tiny machines where energy is transmitted, converted, and controlled by structural arrangement. Their geometry and behavior depend on the number and types of bonds, resulting in an immense variety of substances. The concept of emergence explains how new properties arise from simple components. No single water molecule knows it is part of a liquid, yet together they exhibit fluidity and surface tension. Similarly, individual neurons are just cells, but in the brain, they generate consciousness. Emergence is the key to complexity. New levels of reality appear when interactions among parts produce a whole that is greater than the sum of its parts. Replicators are structures capable of making copies of themselves. All life on Earth is based on DNA and RNA molecules that not only duplicate but also mutate, accumulating mistakes and beneficial variations. Random replication gave rise to the first forms of life. Each replicator harnesses environmental energy and resources to copy itself. And the more efficient this process, the more offspring it produces. Evolution of replicators occurs through natural selection. In constant competition, those variants best adapted to their environment survive and propagate. Over billions of years, complex systems have accumulated information about their surroundings, optimized metabolism, and given rise to countless life forms. This process isn't driven by progress in a human sense, but by maximizing reproduction under specific conditions. If energy is the fuel and matter is the building material, then information is the set of blueprints, recipes, and instructions, without which no construction project can take place. Imagine DNA as a colossal library. Every cell contains its own bookshelf with billions of pages detailing how to assemble the organism, how to repair its engine, and how to react when trouble comes. But it isn't just about the sequence of letters, A, T, G, C. There's also epigenetics, chemical tags that turn stretches of DNA on or off in response to environmental conditions. It's as if your blueprints could automatically reconfigure themselves under changes of temperature or pressure, so the building never collapses. Every successful mutation, every neatly edited or rewritten link is added to this database, expanding the organism's personal survival hack kit. Over time, that simple set of instructions grows into ever smarter programs, multicellular beings whose genes coordinate millions of processes all at once. Here's the recap. It all begins with energy, the universe's inexhaustible fuel, which shapes matter, atoms and molecules as the bricks of a cosmic builder. Their interactions spark emergence, new properties, leading to replicators that copy themselves and vie for survival. This endless evolution, driven by invisible blueprints, information in DNA and brains, builds ever more complex life. In the end, life and consciousness become chapters in the universe's grand narrative about itself. And you're right in the middle, both reader and storyteller, channeling energy, organizing matter, encoding experience, and kicking off new chapters. That, my friend, is the material meaning of life. To carry on the greatest story the universe has ever told.